Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaffer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you.
Welcome back, my friends, to the Secrets to Alignment podcast with your host, Savannah Schaffer. Hi, I first wanted to say thank you. Thank you. So many of you guys have been coming to me, leaving reviews, messaging me, and just letting me know that you're really, truly appreciating all of these podcast episodes that we've been doing, the series that we've been doing recently about money mindset and just like absolutely changing our lives as a whole. And I'm just so thankful that you guys are actually taking the time to share those comments with me because I know each and every one of you guys are so busy. You guys have your own lives. You have so much going on in your world. And the fact that you even feel that pull to send me a message and say thank you or let me know it resonates with you guys, it really, truly means the world to me. So thank you so much. Thank you for hitting play today. I am so happy that you are joining me and everyone else listening to this all around the world. We have listeners like all over the world, guys. Like the people who are also hearing my voice right now are in India, Egypt, all different kinds of places that I can't even pronounce. And that's really fucking cool. So, hey, hello to each and every one of you. I hope that you guys really feel my energy with you here in today because I'm here for you guys. I always want the best for you guys. And today I wanted to just get into some really tangible, actionable steps that you can start taking legit after you listen to these. So I'm going to give you guys 7 different tips to welcome in more abundance today. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, number 1, how you start your day is absolutely everything, okay? The first thoughts that are running through your mind in the morning when your head lifts off of that pillow, as soon as you go to brush your teeth, as soon as your feet hit the ground, every single thought that's going into your head is actually so impressionable. And it's what sets the tone for the day. In the morning, you have a moment to check in with yourself and ask yourself, am I radiating abundance, positivity, happiness, fulfillment, all of the good vibes? Or are you maybe in a little bit more of that lack mindset? No matter where you're at, it is okay. It's completely fine. But if you want to raise that vibration, I really encourage you to be extra intentional about every single thought that passes through your head in the morning as soon as you wake up. So whether that's like you standing in front of your mirror while you brush your teeth and starting to affirm that you are going to have an amazing fucking day, that you are abundant, that you are free, that you have every single thing that you could ever need, all of your needs are taken care of. Whatever that you need to say to yourself to set your day off the right way, to start your day on the right foot, that time frame in that morning is so important because in the morning our brains are still operating in this brainwave state called Theta. And Theta is the state where our brains are it's just like wide open. Our subconscious mind is still open from our dream state, from when we slept during the night. And so whatever we are thinking right in the morning, it is really like sinking in with us and we believe it to be truth. So in the morning, if you're immediately, you get up out of bed and you're thinking about all the bills you have to pay, what projects you have coming up that you don't think you have enough time for, you're getting into that scarcity mindset. I really want you to take a moment to redirect yourself and actually affirm what you truly want to believe. So for me, I do that by looking at myself in the mirror, by talking myself through my thoughts in the morning. And then I also like to do a 30-minute meditation. This is something I have been so into meditation for years and years and years now. This is like year 3 or so of me being very consistent with meditation. And I will say that when I give myself the time and space to clear out my thoughts and to really allow myself to just kind of like cleanse myself in a sense, be an observer of my thoughts, of the thoughts that are going through my head, then choose. Like, I will actively choose, okay, that thought was negative. I choose to let that go. I choose to relax. I choose to let go. I choose to surrender. And I repeat specific affirmations, specific mantras while I do my meditations. I like to do a little breath work at the beginning of my meditation, and then I get into like my actual meditation. But before I was doing meditation, I always journaled. So if you are noticing in the morning that you're having those thoughts where you are a little bit in that scarcity mindset, you're not as abundant, you're kind of thinking a little bit more negatively, I encourage you to like get a pen and paper, start writing things out, get it in your journal, and actually write out the thoughts that you're having so that those thoughts are not continuing to spin around and just like make a mess all day. You know, it would be like letting your child, letting your toddler play in their room like all day long without you checking in on them. When you check in on them, you're like, hey, babe, make sure that you clean up, blah, 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 blah. Hey, make sure that you do this, blah, blah, blah. That is exactly what we're doing for your mindset. So when you actually take the time to analyze what's going on internally and just say, okay, you know what? I'm noticing these thoughts coming up. I'm going to choose to let those things go and get into an abundant state. And I personally love to do the meditations because the meditations allow me to actually feel into abundance in my body. So if you've never like felt abundance, I feel like that's something that people have told me before. They're like, I've never really had money, so I don't know what it feels like to be abundant. Trust me, I get you. I understand. Abundance to me is what it feels like when I am just in like a peak state. So I want you to like think about, you know, the most magical moments in your life. For me, that's me standing by the ocean. Like that feels really magical. It's me being surrounded by the people that I love. That feels super magical. If I'm out dancing with my man and my friends, that feels super magical. If I'm sitting with my daughter and she's like laying in my arms, oh my gosh, magic. So those little moments in time that I feel that, oh my gosh, like this feels magical, it is for me, it's like a sense of my cells are expanding. Like that's the only way I can like really explain it. It feels like my body is like physically lighting up. And I would love to know what abundance feels like to you guys because I wonder how other people experience it. That's just the experience that I personally have, but I'm sure that each and every one of us experience it differently. So, yeah, let me know. But you want to like actually feel into that feeling on a daily basis, especially in the morning. So, that's number one. Number two, every single time that you check your bank account, signal abundance, signal safety, signal security, affirm money is flowing to me effortlessly and with ease. Look at your bank account and literally imagine a different number being there. So I always do this. If I have 10 grand in my bank account, I am imagining $100,000. I'm imagining 170. I'm imagining all these different numbers that are like 10x what I actually have in my bank account. Because I want to start associating my bank account with abundance. No matter if I have $100 in there, I will imagine a higher frequency number. And no matter what, the key here is to be fucking grateful. Be grateful for every single penny in your bank account. If you cannot be grateful for having $100 in your bank account, why would the universe gift to you with $1,000? Why would the universe give you with $10,000 if you cannot be grateful for the 100 that you currently have? So signal gratitude to the money in your bank account. Literally say out loud, thank you, universe, for every single penny in my bank account. I am so incredibly thankful. Please continue to support me. Please continue to work through me. Please continue to bless me with more abundance that I can serve more people. Like, I am so intentional about every single thought that I have whenever I check my bank account. I will never think, oh my gosh, I don't have enough, even if I know that the numbers don't make sense. Like, I am very, very careful with the associations that I have with my bank account because if you're signaling lack, you're signaling scarcity every single time that you open up your bank account and you're like feeling that stomach drop, you're like getting into that like negative mindset. If that's what you're associating with your bank account, how is that ever going to change? What will continue is that you could continue to like manifest more money, beautiful, but you will be one of those people who have a lot of money in the bank but do not feel abundant. They feel really lonely. They feel very just sad. They thought that having money in their bank account would make them feel a specific way, but it doesn't do that. So I want you to actually start signaling that abundance to you, to yourself, and to your bank account, and to the universe, literally as we speak right now. Number 3, when you go to pay for something, whether you're buying groceries, you're paying a friend, you're paying off your credit card, whatever that you are paying for, instead of just like swiping your card and just going, I want you to take time to actually like breathe in that moment through gratitude, saying thank you to the universe for having the abundance to pay for the gas that you're getting, to have the abundance to buy whatever that you needed at the grocery store, to have the abundance to pay for your child's childcare, or whatever it is that you are buying. Anytime that you send money or you spend money, I want you to be so fucking grateful. Even those credit card payments that you're making that you're like, oh, like I feel like I can never get out from underneath this or whatever. You allowing yourself to actually feel abundance in that moment and say, oh my gosh, thank goodness I had the money to put towards my credit card this month, instead of being like, oh, like I'll never have enough to pay that off or whatever. That is going to change your reality. And this is not just woo-woo bullshit, okay? This is not just like, oh, like manifest, whatever. No, this is science. This is actual science. What you associate with your bank account, with with your card, swiping your card, all of those things, you're literally neurolinking. You're neurolinking this positive affirmation now with this activity that you are doing, with this action that you are doing, and that is going to allow you to feel into more abundance more frequently. That is the trick here. The trick is to feel into more abundance. All of these tips are for you to feel into more abundance, because we do not manifest what we feel, or no, we do not manifest what we want. We manifest what we feel. Okay, say it with me. We do not manifest what we want. We manifest what we feel. So if you want to stop feeling scarcity, stop feeling scarcity. You have to start signaling a new signal. You have to start giving off a new frequency. You have to start sending out a new vibration for you to start attracting a new vibration, for you to start attracting abundance and higher frequencies, like freedom, like fulfillment, like joy, like happiness, like all of the good vibes that you want so desperately. Gratitude is like this superpower that magnetizes more things to be grateful to us. So if you can start to feel into gratitude as frequently as possible, you're just going to bring more things into your life that make you feel even more grateful. Number 4, one of like my favorite games of life. Pay attention to the wealth around you. I love doing this. I love taking a moment while I'm like sipping my coffee at a coffee shop and just like looking around the room and being like, wow, that watch cost $20,000. Those shoes cost $1,200. That laptop cost $1,200. That phone cost $1,100. That bag that girl's carrying costs $1,600. I love paying attention to the wealth around me. I pay attention to the wealth in materialistic things. I pay attention to the wealth in like the cars that are driving by. I am constantly sitting there being like, there is so much money in this room. How fucking cool is that? I am surrounded by abundance, and I'm constantly reaffirming this so that my brain starts to get really, really comfortable with abundance. And it feels like abundance is normal. Abundance is my birthright. Abundance is just constantly around me, and I can attract it at any point in time. So, for example, I went on a bachelorette trip a bachelorette night, because it was just one night out in Vegas, like a couple months ago. And we're in this restaurant called Carbone. Carbone is like a kind of like an upscale. I mean, yeah, it's an upscale restaurant. It's like an Italian restaurant that's super yummy, good vibes, good people, whatever. Carbone is like known to have, like, it is the spot. It's in one of the really, really nice hotels here in Vegas. And people go there to like go have business dinners and things like that. We were there for this bachelorette party. And as people are like walking by, I had a couple shots that night. As people are walking by, I'm like sitting there like, damn, there is so much money in this room. And I literally said that at the table with like 10 other girls, 8 of them I didn't even know. And I'm like, there are like millions of dollars in this room right now. And like the room literally went quiet. And I was like, no, seriously, like it's actually crazy to think that there are so many people who own businesses like in this room. I literally thought to myself, like, every single person that's walking by us is number one, like wearing obviously like designer clothes and whatever, but also like there could be billionaires walking past me right now. And like how fucking cool is that? Like I just love that. I love being around wealth because I identify as a wealthy woman. And that's like a whole other conversation that we need to have on identity. What you identify as, you are. So if you identify as like a broke fucking person, you're like, I never have enough, whatever. No, like, no, sis, you are literally reaffirming this identity where you won't have enough. Like, let's flip the fucking script. Let's change things around and let's identify as a wealthy woman. I do that now every single time that these people pass me. Every single time that I'm in spaces with people who are super high level, like I am one in the same with them. And I am constantly reaffirming that. Instead of being distracted by, your phone, like looking down when you walk in places or like, just not paying attention, like pay attention. Pay attention, be in the flow of life, be present with what's around you. I love, love, love seeing like my dream cars on the streets and being like, damn, that person like decked it out and added another $100,000 to it. Every single person around you that is carrying, these bags or driving those cars, all of the things, like they had to make enough money to afford that. So that shows that it's possible for you. And that goes into my fifth point. Turn your envy into inspiration. Stop sitting there comparing your life to theirs and wondering, oh my gosh, how did they get there so much quicker? Or just looking at what they have and thinking, oh my gosh, like I'm so far behind. Like turn your envy into inspiration by noticing if they have it, so can you. If they have attracted that into their life, so can you. Let them be a source of inspiration instead of something that continues to bring you into a lower vibration. Because envy is not a good vibe, okay? Envy is actually very low on the frequency chart. I run through so much about like frequencies inside Tranquil Minds. Like we're very into emotional frequencies and like where things sit on the scale so that we can always be manifesting things from like the highest vibe possible. So envy sits very, very low on that totem pole. When you are in envy, you're actually separating yourself from what you want. So if you're sitting there saying, oh my gosh, that girl's business hit this much in that much time, like, I can't believe that she barely even worked for it. Like, you go on and on and on, you're like spiraling in negativity. You're actually separating yourself from that desire. So you're now saying that you do not want what that person has because now it's going to be connected with negativity. So, if you really want to attract something, if you're constantly shitting on people who have achieved what you want, you're separating yourself from that. You're not like actually attracting that anymore. Now you are putting it on a pedestal, you're separating it from yourself. And because you're talking shit, you're only going to manifest more of that coming into your life. Like, that's how it works. So turn that envy into inspiration, allow them to show you that it's possible for you, and continue to congratulate every single person that you see that has what you want. Celebrate their success. Send them even more success their way. Send them all the abundance in the world. Like instead of sitting there and wishing that you had what they have, literally say to yourself, if it's possible for them, it's possible for me. I call that into my life. I am one and the same. I am able to attract that just like they were able to attract it, and change that narrative. This is the perfect opportunity to be a girl's girl. Stop being a mean girl. Stop fucking talking shit on people. Stop gossiping about people. Instead, wish them more success, because you gifting them more success is just you gifting yourself more success as well. Number 6, make decisions from an abundant state. We are presented with so many different experiences throughout our day where we can either make a choice from abundance or from scarcity. We can make a choice from, oh, I don't think that I'll have enough, or we can make a choice from, oh my gosh, I always have more than enough. I have so much more where that came from. So, for example, I will sometimes pay for the car behind me at a coffee shop and buy their coffee for them. And in the past, I never would have done that because I would have been instantly thinking, I don't have enough, or I might need that $7 to go pay for my bills. And I was constantly, by saying those things and then not taking the action that was like, kind of like for me, those, when I get like that impulse to pay for someone's coffee behind me, I am supposed to act on it. Like that's how I feel about it. If I feel that impulse, I am supposed to act on that. And if I don't act on that, if I don't act from an abundant state, then I'm reaffirming more lack. I'm reaffirming more scarcity. So I love doing small things like that. I love to make sure that I tip absolutely everyone everywhere. I used to never do that. I used to be like, what did that person really do? Like, they didn't really do that much. Like, is it really worth tipping them? Now I tip everywhere that I go. I am always so excited to make more money so that I can give even more in tips. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but I guess that because I've had friends and family that have been in like the serving industry or have been in like the food industry, wherever, like they've worked in all different kinds of places. When they get tips, like they come home and they like are so excited about it. Or they'll send in a text in our group chat and they'll be like, I just now got a $100 tip from this random family that came in. Like that lights me up so much to be able to do that. So I am always giving as much as I can away. Like I try my best to make sure that I'm tipping people and just paying attention to giving freely because I know that money is going to come back to me. And another example of this was actually yesterday. I went to go buy steaks for Ty and I. And these steaks, we had like a coupon for $10 off $25 of meat from Sprouts. So I go to Sprouts. I purposely did not get steaks from another grocery store that I literally had just gone to because I was like, oh, I'm going to get them at Sprouts because I have the coupon. So I go to Sprouts, I go to grab these steaks, I go to the register, and I like ask the woman, I'm like, hey, like I have this like $10 off 25, but it's not working. She's like, oh, it starts tomorrow. And I just looked at her and I was like, oh, really? Darn. Okay. So I'm like sitting there and she's like, do you want to just go put them back? You like can come back tomorrow. And I sat there like, perfect opportunity. Okay. I am going to choose to buy these steaks right now because number one, they're worth it to me. I would pay full price for them because I bought like $35 in steaks on 2 steaks. So I sat there and I was like, okay, this is a good investment because number one, like these are super clean steaks. Like I'm going to feel amazing after eating this. But also I didn't want to come from that place of I need that $10 off. Like I need to make sure I don't buy the steaks unless they're on sale because I need to save those $10. And it's such like a small reframe, but like in the moment I literally said, I go, it's fine because I'm rich. I'm rich, so it's fine. Like, and I just like laughed it off. It was just like, boop. And I scanned my card, I tapped to pay, and then I just sat there and I was like, I am so grateful that I'm able to do that. Like, how amazing is it that I'm still able to afford everything that I need, no matter what the price is? And like, those are the tiny moments where you can affirm to yourself that you are going to operate from a place of abundance instead of scarcity, instead of lack. Last but not least, number 7, when you go to sleep, you can take that moment to reaffirm all of the things that you want to bring into your life. Make sure that you're going to sleep thinking abundant thoughts because that time right before you slip into deeper sleep, you are in that theta brainwave state once again. Same like you are in the morning, you are also in that theta brainwave state. Like as soon as you wake up and as soon as you actually like rest your head on the pillow, you are slowing down your brainwaves to theta. Theta is very impressionable. So you want to be very, very intentional about the thoughts that you were thinking right before you go to bed. So before I go to bed, I am sitting there like basically saying my prayers of like, please, universe, keep me safe tonight. Please, universe, bring me more abundance. Please, universe, have the people who need me most find me. Like, please lead me to the places that I really need to go to. Please allow me to impact the people who I need to impact. I am saying all of these different affirmations. I'm saying all these different prayers, all of these different vision casting. I'm just like so intentional about that space before I go to sleep. I either journal it out, I will take time to just like literally just run through thoughts. And in the past, I did subconscious reprogramming. So there's like videos on YouTube that you can go research, that you can go look up, that are subconscious reprogramming for wealth. And if you find really good tracks, they will actually assist you in you going to sleep thinking very positively, and it'll actually play while you're sleeping so that you are really like sinking into that abundant state. So those are just little tiny tips and tricks, little hacks that you can start implementing literally today. I definitely recommend like start on these things as soon as you can. These are just the small little adjustments that you can make to start being a more abundant version of yourself. We also have a free masterclass that is coming up here very, very soon. Please, please, please go send me the word money on Instagram. You will be added to the wait list. The masterclass is going to be launching here in the next couple of weeks, and I cannot wait to pour into you guys. I want each and every one of you guys there. Every single person listening to this, I want you to be there. I want to help you guys make more money, attract more money, just really step into that most abundant version of yourself, the most abundant timeline possible available for you. So message me money. I will go ahead and close this out. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I hope that you guys absolutely enjoyed this. Please leave me a rating, leave me a review, give me a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.